got so much hair, I don't know how to deal with it.
Listen long enough, you can love me.
Hi ladies and gentlemen and everybody in between. I am back with somebody else's hair, and guess what? It is wine and wigs day. Clink, 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 clink. This straw tastes like palm olive. How are y'all doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic, because do you see what's happening atop this head? Hello? It's giving hair, girl. Oh, girl. I got so much hair, I don't know how to deal with it. Do you see me flipping my hair around? Do you see the scallywag here today? Girl, this is crochet human hair. Now, y'all have seen me do crochet human hair before, but the way I did it this time, please, girl, give me a license. Don't give me a license, girl. Y'all hair gonna look like my natural hair, please. Are you okay? Like, are we doing okay? Oh, that's what I didn't tell y'all. Like, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell, just so you can see every single time I post, because I'm coming to you every single week with brand new scalps, girl. I'm stealing people's hair left and right. And I want to say thank you to HotBraids for providing this hair to me and sponsoring this video. If you haven't tried crochet human hair before, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the details of the hair that I use. But basically, crochet human hair is human hair that you can crochet. Girl, I don't know. This is what a crochet human hair strand looks like. You have hair on two sides and a thread in the middle, and you crochet it through your hair. This hair on my head is a 3B, 3C exotic kinky curly upgraded crochet human hair in the color natural black. It is 22 inches long, and it is 265 grams of hair. I have 2 bundles of 265 grams of hair. Crochet human hair, you can install it in many different ways. You can do it without any leave out. You can do it with leave out. Now, for how I installed it is with the middle part at the top, as you can see, and I did no leave out on the edges. Gorgeous look from front to back, girl. I'm gonna show you how I installed this hair. I wanted a versatile, kinky, curly, human hair crochet style, and I think I was able to achieve that with this HotBraids hair. If you want to see how I got this human hair crochet style and how I did it, please keep on watching, and I'll be back at the very end with my final thoughts, a coupon code. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and get started with the base. I am nervous. First, let's start off with our natural hair. Y'all been here before, you already know. The reason why I love borrowing somebody else's hair is because this is my hair, girl. And I just chopped the ends off. Girl, this is with a mini chop. In order to do this, you only need a couple things. Now, they give you a pack with everything in it. You got everything that you need in here, but I also have my own supplies, so I'm probably just gonna use my own. But you're gonna need like a rat tail comb, a crochet needle, a detangling brush, maybe some braid gel. So we're gonna go ahead and start out by doing the leave out. For my leave out, I like to do a center part. Side parts, I ain't got enough hair on this side or on this side to rob Peter or pay Paul and do none of that. So we're just gonna do a little bit of leave out. Can't remember how much I did last time. I'm just gonna guesstimate, girl. There we go. So this is our leave out section. I'm gonna go ahead and twist this away, and then we're gonna work on our braid down. The leave out's braided down. Now we need to go ahead and braid down my base. Now when I braid down my base, the base is supposed to hold the crochet braids. The last time I did this, girl, it was so loose. My braids was as loose as Steve Harvey's suit, girl. I needed it to be a little bit tighter. Now what I'm gonna use today to braid down the hair is actually some kinky braiding hair that I got from Amazon. And I'm gonna use that for my base to, one, help keep the braids in, and also to protect my hair from any damage. Yeah, it's just kinky human braiding hair to braid into my natural hair. So I need to figure out like, what's the sizing on the braids. Gonna section this hair away, and I'm gonna take some of my braiding gel. This is the Pure Hair Solution product. This is the Neat Braid Conditioning braiding gel, and I'm not trying to tuck in the hair perfectly. I just need like a little bit of a grip. So we're gonna do 12 braids in total. Ooh. So let's just get to braiding, girl. Let me just act like I know what I'm doing. Let me be confident. Debbie told me to be confident. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Do y'all know what I'm doing? I should have taken these press-ons off, because that's what makes it harder. And the braids don't have to be perfect. They don't have to have perfect parts. It's the next day. I slept on my cornrows to see if they would loosen up a little bit. And now we're about to do the crochet. I ended up doing 5 instead of 6 because, girl, I couldn't make enough hair for a braid. So this is what it looks like. Boom. I need to go ahead and secure the back. So I have braided all the braids together. I'm gonna secure this back braid by sewing it down. I'm gonna sew it down using some thread. You can also crochet your braid into the braid, but my hair is way too loose for that. I can't. Hair is braided down, it's stitched at the back. Now we're ready to go ahead and install. Girl, I could barely breathe. It's like I just came from underwater. Oh my God. Now this hair is beautiful, gorgeous, super duper soft. It has a gorgeous curl pattern. If y'all have never seen crochet human hair, this is what it looks like. You have a thread in between 2 tiny little bundles of hair. Basically, this is 2 of my ponytails. So how you install it is you take your crochet needle, and I like to start in the front. Okay, so you take your crochet needle, open it. I like to do my first crochet by taking my crochet needle and popping out through the front, like so. Taking the crochet, popping it into the loop, closing it, and pulling one end back out. Oh, and that's my first crochet. One should be in the front. I don't know why she acting like that, but one should be in the front and the other one should be in the back. I probably should have went further back. And then I start doing the rest of my crochet. So I'm gonna leave this back here. Let me go ahead and pin her back so she's not in the way. So you have one that's coming out towards the face. I don't remember who I learned that method from, but I showed it in my last crochet video. And then I'm gonna work on the next one. I'm just gonna do a normal crochet. Taking the needle, pushing it through, looping the hair onto the needle, close the needle, pull the hair through, and then I take the loop myself, and then I take the hair and then I pull the hair through and tie it in a knot. There you go. Now I don't tie it in a knot, I just pull it through the loop. Now you can tie it in a knot, but the takedown would be a mess. And I like my installs to be super duper easy so that the takedown is simple. And I'll do a takedown video if you'd like to see it. But as you can see, that's done. It's in there, it's seamless, and we're all crocheted in, and it's not tight. It's really, really comfortable. So I'm gonna keep going through the hair. Let's do one more together. Okay, let's do this together. Let's zoom in a little bit. Push it through, loop in the hair, close the crochet needle, pull it through, and then take the hair. I have this loop here. As you can see, there's this loop here, and then there's this hair, and I just pull it through. There's no need to double knot because the hair is curly. It's not gonna slip out. Now, maybe with straight hair, you're concerned about the hair falling out, but this hair ain't going nowhere. Unless your braids come down, this hair is not going anywhere. So we're gonna do one more so we can finally secure this last piece. As you can see, the thread from the first one I did that looped out the front is still exposed. So I'm gonna close that loop to make sure it's secure, and then we can keep working all the way to the back of the head. And then we move on to the next braid. And we're done with our first, I think, 4 that I put on here. Now, since I'm missing one braid, I think I'm gonna stack them pretty close together all the way till we get to the back, and I'm gonna stop here, and then I'm gonna go back up to the front and go all the way back. Once I'm done with this first row, I'm actually gonna start detangling the hair. I find that detangling and moussing the hair as you go makes it so much easier to get the finished look without having to detangle your whole head, because you start tugging on the hair a lot more than you would if you were to detangle as you go. So, and take your time, don't rush. You ain't going nowhere. I'm not either. Well, I actually gotta go vote today. Oh my God, I gotta do my civic duties while I'm over here crocheting. I got the wrong C on the braid. Woo! I'm gonna keep working and then I'll detangle and be back. Girl, I forgot to go around the back. I'm over here rushing trying to get my side profile together. I'm trying to make it look like I got hair from the front. I ain't even worried about the back. So I'm gonna also crochet it down the back and then I'm gonna add the mousse. I'm gonna start from this corner and move on over. Just gonna loop pull the crochet in. Wait, did I close the needle? That's the only thing, girl. I can't see what's going on. Hold on. You can see it. Why ain't y'all telling me from where you at? Open the needle, close the needle, pull it through, loop it. Loop it, pull it tight. There you go. We got one little piece of hang time. I know that's right. Now we're gonna keep going all the way around the back and then we'll start, and then we'll add the mousse and then move on to the second braid. So we're getting there, friend. We're getting there. This isn't too bad though. This is, once you get the hang of it, it's actually really, really easy. You gotta get used to the process. And once you get a little hang on it, it's really, really easy. So now the crochet is in, we need to detangle and mousse up these curls. I've noticed that the ends are pretty dry, so we're definitely gonna need to add some mousse, brush it through, and trim it. Now the mousse that I like is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Frizz-Free Curl Mousse, and I'm gonna use my pattern shower brush to brush through the curls, and I'm gonna work in sections. Okay, so I'm gonna take this side and then add the mousse all over the hair. Top to bottom. And next I'm going to take my brush and we're going to start on the ends. And then we're going to work up to the top. Oh baby, this is long. Hold on. Oh wow. Oh, the ends are actually pretty good. Wait, the ends don't feel dry at all. So they just feel dry before the moisturization, but afterwards. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of trimming. The ends actually don't need trimming. I thought the hair was dry, but it's actually not dry at all. We got one row. We got 5 more of these rows to go. So hopefully it'll thicken it up. But I'm also gonna add the mousse to the back of the head, do a little bit of trimming, but after adding the mousse to it, these curls are stunning. So let's go ahead and add the mousse to the rest of the hair, and then I'll be back to add the cornrows to the top. I'm so excited. Okay, y'all, I have moussed all of the hair, and when I tell you this is a lot of hair, but I was committed to having a full head of hair. Now, I'm not sure if my little foundation is gonna support this house, but we're gonna figure it out. You can see how beautiful these curls are. This side is dry. Girl, I went outside and I mowed it with half my head ready. The other side is still, I would say, like 50% damp. We're gonna go ahead and work on our leave out. As you can see, I already parted out my leave out because girl, I'm ready to get it cracking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my sections of hair. I think I'm gonna work in 3 sections. I was gonna work in 2, but I'll work in 3 sections. And I'm gonna use perm rods to blend my natural hair into the crochet hair. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of mousse, add it to the hair, and then curl the hair. And then we're gonna dry it. I add the mousse to the hair, comb through my natural hairs to smooth it out, add the curler. I'm gonna curl it down. Now I'm gonna add some mousse to the roots as well, but I'm only gonna curl down to like, not all the way down to the root, because I want my roots to like have a little bit of kink to it. I want my natural kink to come back. Boom, we're done. I'm gonna do one more curl and then we're gonna do the other side. We are getting there, friend. I think I'm gonna curl this one away from the face. Whew. All the perm rods are in. I'm gonna do the other side, then we're gonna dry the hair. Then we're almost done. So excited. Girl, are you serious? I feel like crochet really has figured out how to make my shallow parts go deep. It really has filled my leave out pool, because my leave out, girl, is shallow. Girl, my leave out is low tide. I'm gonna go ahead and do my baby hairs really quickly, and then girl, we need to go to bed. So for my baby hairs, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use my Neat Braid Conditioning Shining Gel. I'm gonna use this, and then I'm gonna mix it with some of the Got to Be Glued gel. I'm gonna mix it with some of the Got to Be Glued wand. I like to use this first so my edges don't get crispy. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and we're gonna lay out. Some of these baby hairs is already laid down, so I ain't gotta do much. Ooh, let me find something safe to do, okay? Don't do too much with these baby hairs. Just gonna brush down. Just a light baby hair set. A little bit of a blue, what do you call, I was about to call this a Bluetooth. What is it, a blueprint? Girl, this shirt. Girl, I'm tired. You can tell it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Can't even talk about baby hairs right. And I sound like an AI written paper. I can't. So then we're gonna go over these baby hairs with my Got to Be Glued gel. I like using the gel because it holds it in place. And I like using the Neat Braid because it keeps, so the hair doesn't dry out. Girl, why does that look like a whirlpool? Girl, I got too carried away, but I'm not changing it. Anyways, let's do the rest of the edges and then I'll be back with the finished look, girl. Okay, y'all, this is the finished, completed look. And when I tell you, she came together like butt cheeks. She came together. Like, do you see what's going on here? And my favorite thing about crochet is that it's a little bit easier for me to conceal the part. Well, conceal the actual hair, because like the way it's installed, it like, I don't have to use that much hair to cover it up, and it still looks like it's growing out of my scalp. The hair is beautiful. Now I feel like I double stacked this hair. I don't know what I was going through, but baby, I got a hair whopper. Girl, it got double everything. But I absolutely think it's gorgeous. It's so realistic, so fluffy, so soft. Oh, I am in love with it. So it took me hours to install. I think if I put in less hair, it would have taken less time. But what took the most time was detangling the hair as I went. I feel like going forward, I may detangle the hair like in single strands as I go. It's better to work in smaller clumps. I was trying to work in big clumps in the beginning, and girl, don't do that. Work in really, really small sections, and you're gonna detangle the hair perfectly. And I think it's best to detangle as you go, because detangling at the end would have been hell on wheels, and I know it. The hair looks stunning. It is soft, it is bouncy. I actually didn't need to trim the hair, but I trimmed it anyway because y'all know how I do. I get scissors in my hand, girl, I'm gonna cut something. If it's my hair, their hair, somebody else's hair, somebody's hair gonna get cut. I love the hair. The only con would be detangling the hair, but I love this method. I would do it over and over and over again. I feel like this is perfect for vacations. It's perfect for long-term wear. I do feel like if you have thicker hair, thicker strands, coarser strands, I feel like this will be a really good style for you. My hair is like really fine. It ain't got no real grip in it. So this crochet may not last me this long. I think I'm only gonna keep it in for about a week, and I will give you an update on how that works. Like how we're gonna take it down, how we're gonna maintain it. There will be some more information about that. So make sure you subscribe to this channel to get more updates on how this hair behaved overnight and all that type of stuff. So if y'all want to get more details, please keep on watching. Also, for those that are interested in this hair, I will leave a link for it down below. I also will leave a coupon code just so y'all can get some money off, because y'all already know it's holiday season, girl. I need you to put some hair under your tree, girl. Do people put bundles under their tree? Is that a thing? Can you put a bundle under the tree? No box, just a bundle. Y'all let me know what you think about this hair down below. That's everything. Girl, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. I need to hurry up and go to bed. So I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to HotBraids for providing this hair to me and sponsoring this video. This hair was so much fun to do. I love challenging myself with hair. It makes me feel like a little girl. Anyways, I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know how I got on that tangent, but I'm just tired. So I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.